Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Breaker.
This is Edison.
And I'm Escape Alpha.
And today we are about to dive into the grand finals of the Season 1 finals for the Wargaming League Asia. We are suffering a few technical difficulties here, but try not to give it too terribly much thought. Right now we are going to try and commence the game as it is. We may be on a slight video desynchronization. Try not to give that too much thought, but now we are diving into the game.
Yeah, and our first game is team efficiency versus
the PvP.
PvP, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Any predictions, Edison?
I mean, yesterday we didn't see PvP do too well.
It's a counter strategy. I say that before because of PvP. The team efficiency pretty familiar with the PvP strategy, so they do the counter. So that's a 100% counter. So there is not too many ways for PvP to go if they use the same strategy again.
All right. Well, we are still doing what we can to try and fix the technical difficulties in the background, but we're gonna go ahead and talk about our first set. Again, it's gonna be on Mines, game number 1, as you can see. Set 2 should be Prokhorovka, and game 3 is going to be on Cliff.
Yeah.
Should there be a game 4 and a game 5, it will be played on Ensk and Steps, respectively.
And I got some information about Arate. The Arate is a top 2 Korean team combined. Last year the two teams joined the WGL on the World Championship, but they didn't get any good score there. So. This year, the two teams they combine to the one team, and then they become a top 1 in the Korea. Yeah. I think that's why they doing much better than other Korean teams before. I think.
Yeah, we can see that. I think the overall performance is much better, especially the commander.
Yeah,
really intelligent.
I think the reaction of the commander is really nice. Wow. It's coming.
Oh yeah, and now they're going over yesterday's sick highlights. They were actually, there was some pretty good games there. They were sick. Some of it was a slaughter game, or excuse me, set number 1 was far from it. It was actually very good. It was going very strong for PvP Super Friends. They had a 2-1 score. Their score lead was 2-1, and then they unfortunately lost the next 2 games, and Arate just won it straight out. I mean, I don't understand. There's a few ways I guess you could be critical, but from a noob's perspective, a very bad player's perspective like my own, I should probably be a little bit more reserved in my commentary. But I was thinking, why didn't they try to go for a draw in one of those games? Because they had especially game number 4.
You're talking about PvP
versus Arate, because they had the score was 2-1. If they took a draw, they would have won. Here we are, guys, in the left booth. As you can see, loading out in their white t-shirts, their white uniforms. We have team efficiency. And on the right side of the on-game net arena, it would be V1, the only PvP Super Friends. Should be getting them in just a moment.
The Juice, Mega Joe, and Elite.
Alright.
Okay.
This guy on the back, and next to him is Thomas.
Great. The guy who can make tanks fly.
Yeah, and now they're having a short interview with Batman right now.
Really? Okay. I'm liking this. So we're going to see him on the main stage in a few minutes, or no?
I think it's just a video.
Okay.
Okay, so unfortunately the interview is written in Korean, so we can't understand what they're writing.
Yeah, it is a bit unfortunate. I mean, I studied Korean, but my Korean is nowhere near as good as my Chinese.
Yeah.
So
you can read that, right?
Read that, yeah, but I can't really tell you what it means. It's like I know it's like someone who knows the English alphabet but doesn't know what a word is. 집에 왔다. PvP 팀이며 재미있는. Oh, okay. So they said PvP team is really interesting, or really cool. Basically.
And they think they are going to have the championship?
I'm not sure, but I mean, like, they didn't come this far just to give up. Come on.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
They always do very nice, in the international game.
Yeah.
Not only on the Asia. Okay.
I just want to remark that it seems a little bit strange that PvP Super Friends they took 2 points off of Team Arate and then they lost 0-3 to Team Efficiency, but then Team Efficiency, what was their performance like versus Arate? I was not here for that.
3-1.
3-1.
The 1 point is draw, and the team efficiency lost 2 on the rush.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember in the first game, Team Efficiency was defending on the left side of Runeberg, right?
Yeah, and both sides didn't push.
Yeah, that's right.
I say that before. The Korean team, they love to defend, so they seldom push. But on the cliff, they're doing really nice. They get a chance about 1-1-32 on the close battle, so they win that one.
We got some Westerners who came to the studio today and on game net in Korea. And let me tell you, when you've got that camera pointing at you, I've had that camera pointed at me at one of their studios before, and you've seen that picture, that little screenshot I took, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Are they gonna start, or this yesterday's match?
No, we're going to start, and we're going to go into a cute little mini map, and try to say, okay, this is the place that we spot.
Yeah, the hottest attack paths.
Yeah, that's right.
I do remember back in the day, for a game that almost no one plays anymore, we did something called heat maps to illustrate where we would see typically the most action on the map. Okay, so as you can see, the lighthouse area is typically used for spotting, and most of the battles happen in these 2 regions on the map. As you can see, the green and red lines indicate which side they'll be attacking from, where they can expect to, spread their tanks, that kind of thing, in general.
Yeah, but actually we still don't see any people fighting on the north yet, except the 3v3.
Yeah.
Yeah, most caps on the hillside.
Here we go, guys. It's the Clash of the Titans on the ASIA server. It's going to be PvP Super Friends versus Team Efficiency. I'm loving this loading screen graphic. It looks amazing. Oh boy.
Okay, so I think we have already started. Yeah, we're in the game right now.
Yeah, we're actually really far behind, to be perfectly honest with you guys. Okay, so let's check out the loadout here. What do we have?
Okay, we got one MS-50, 3 T-32, and one MS-13. On the PvP side, we got one MS-50, one T-32. That's a Persian, I think, and 2 MS-13.
All
okay,
right.
the PvP choose much more lighter setup, with more speed.
Well,
again, they use a light tank to the west part, and 3 heavy tanks live on the hillside.
And now we're still waiting to see where things are in the game. Okay, here we go. Team Efficiency is now going to play their picks, and wait a minute, we have a slight deviation coming from PvP. One of them is heading towards the lighthouse direction, towards the south. from PvP Super Friends has the ability to spot Juice in his spawn nearly.
Yeah, they already shipped.
All right.
Yeah, they send the MS-13 to the F7, I think.
Mega Joel got spotted as he was moving into the hill just now, and looks like he might have a shot at taking someone out of the game here really soon.
Oh,
nice bounce off of out of Antare here, and now we're stuck buffering. Great. We have to wait. This is not looking good.
Yeah, I want to point out that the audience, the screen that the audience is seeing is actually different than ours.
It's at least 30 seconds ahead of us right now, guys. We have to apologize for that. We're going through some technical issues right now. Please bear with us, and we'll have the problem fixed ASAP.
Yep. Right. So no, not much action for both teams right now.
PvP Super Friends are looking like they're just as good as Team Efficiency is right now. I mean, I don't think this is not a definitive critical position for either side just yet, as we do hit the 5-minute and 15-second mark. Both sides playing their picks, and it looks like we actually had a good chunk of damage dealt out on Little Mac here.
Yeah, it's a blind shot. He was not spotted, but they know where you are, so Team Efficiency just blind shot and hit him. Do you see the turret was damaged? Yeah, was damaged.
Oh, I thought he was.
Ring.
Yeah, turret.
I thought he was pressing the right button, right click button.
No. It was
not
damaged.
I mean, like, you have to. How do I say this? I've been in that position multiple times before, and it really is super annoying because, especially if you don't have any way to repair your turret, it can be very painful to deal with.
Yeah, that's right. And especially in the critical moment, if your turret was damaged, you might lose life again.
All right. Well, this guy is still trying to work his way up that hill. I don't know about that.
We got him.
He did get a spot. He didn't hit anything.
Yeah, but he can hit from the hillside. Oh no, he didn't do that.
And he was able to spot 2 tanks from PvP Super Friends. So now they have a little bit more perspective on their enemy's positioning presently. Okay, here we go. It looks like we finally have an on-time feed. We're just about to fix it, and now our feed is gone. Hold on just a minute. We're trying to get it back online. Good gravy.
Okay, we only have 1 second.
Yeah. We're actually, what we've been casting with this entire time is actually about 30 seconds behind. Here we go. Now we're live. 3 minutes and 13 seconds in game.
Okay.
We want to thank you all for your patience, but now we finally have a live feed of what's going on. Dexter was taken out in the background with this, and that basically means Team Efficiency has no scouting tanks. If PvP Super Friends was so inclined to, they could send their T1 Cunninghams in one at a time to the capture circle for Team Efficiency and get them to pull back one at a time to deal with the problem.
Yeah. Also, PvP using very, very defensive position, but I still recommend that they can use the same strategy like in Moto. Just push forward from the line 4. It's really effective to control the map. If you go through the line 4, you can push your enemy and compress them on the A1 to A4 area and A1 to F1 area. They will become stick on the small square there. So on the attack side, it's much easier to win this one.
Right.
But they didn't try to push. It's pretty, not that good, I think.
All right, so we really want to point out right now that finally we have a stream that is working, and I personally want to highlight that with this game, both sides are playing extremely conservatively.
Yeah.
Neither side wants to lose a shot at that $60,000 US first prize title.
Yeah. That's the first time, I see a PvP have a AM13 stay on the A2, as a capture circle.
Is he there for sniping, right?
He's blind shot.
Ah, okay. Oh, bound.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a T32, It's only a torrent that.
So how thick is the turret?
298 millimeters.
298?
Yeah.
Wow. So is there anything that can penetrate that?
If you're lucky. really lucky.
Okay.
Okay. So now we're approaching the last minute, and I'm wondering if we're going to see maybe a last-minute rush coming from PvP Super Friends while they send their T1 Cunninghams to hide into another corner. But it looks like neither side really wants to budge at this point.
Yeah. And right now, Team Efficiency know they already got more damage, so they won't take the risk to push.
Yeah. And I think, I don't know, PvP Super Friends, they just don't want to risk anything at all. They're like, okay. I think what we see happening here, like...
another thing I have to mention about is the PvP on this map, they normally not doing really nice. Normally, it's somewhat like their weak map. The best one for them is still the Step and the Volcanovka.
Right, and one thing that I'm thinking right now is that both sides have to be extremely nervous. Like, they're probably shaking in their booths right now. There's no other way to say it, because there's just so much money on the line, and 10 seconds is coming along, and neither side is making a move. They really want to make everything that they have count, be it damage lead for the final game, or just anything else. But here we go. We hit the 0 seconds mark. We still see a very optimistic cheer from the crowd. Everyone's applauding. Look at how many people showed up for this game. It's great.
Yeah.
That's more than anything I've seen in the GOM TV studio in Seoul. I mean, honestly, that thing only has a seating.
Okay.
I think an occupancy permit of 35.
Do you join the Type Game Show next season?
No, but I will be here this year though.
Okay.
Definitely.
If you join the Type Game Show, you'll see a couple hundred people there.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna stand up on stage and say, "Hello everyone,
Wow, it's win.
I'm Breaker." And I'm gonna swim in the audience. I'm gonna jump on them. They're gonna pick me up. They're gonna pass me back. And I'm gonna hope no one steals my wallet.
Wow, they look so numerous.
New sunglasses, man.
Yeah, even after a game, they still look really numerous.
What's the sunglasses reference? I don't understand. Why does he say sunglasses on the sign?
I think one of the players wear sunglasses to play the game. Is that right?
Like aviators?
I forgot. Maybe like I'll be back.
What
was that?
The Terminator. The Terminator sunglasses. Yeah, we call those aviators because like they kind of curve. They curve down, and aviator is another word for pilot.
Oh, okay.
You always see pilots wearing those kinds of sunglasses, like World War II pilots.
I remember a crew in Arrehe got that sunglasses when he's playing.
It must be Cow Thief then, because that's what it said Sunglass Man on that paper sign.
Okay. Okay, so the next map is Prokhorovka.
Yeah, back to Volcanovka here.
Now, we have to pay very close attention to the tank loadout on this map. What do you think we're going to see? Lots of light tanks, maybe 3 AMX 1390s for both sides?
Yeah,
maybe.
Possible, yeah. Maybe 3 MS with the
T69
version.
Alright.
Do you think they're going to choose 2 P32 again?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, if the team efficiency got 2 points, they might do that, but it's not that moment.
Kyoshi Panda in chat says, that's why my cows have gone missing. Cow Thief took them all. Cow Thief. He says, that's why my cows have all gone missing. Cow Thief took all of his cows. Okay. So let's see here. Battle. We can see the 3 hotspots. I think, in our experience, when we see 7 versus 7, I feel like encountering a battle on the east side of the map is the least seen scenario. But definitely in the QIC, we see a lot of...
Because the capture circle is on each side.
Right.
Yeah. On the random, non-random, normally, the capture circle on the west side, so we won't fight, too far away from the base, or your enemy gonna capture you.
Right. And I cannot get enough of this loading screen graphic. We gotta make something like this for ourselves here. I mean, what I can tell you is the software that these guys work with is either Maya or 3D Studios Max. I've worked with those programs myself, but I was never really artistic with them. I was never really great with them. But enough about that.
Okay. We can see the Tangalore right now. Yep.
T69 in Pershing is the only difference for team efficiency. Yeah. Yeah,
to the T32. So if the PvP trying to reach the middle, they will got big problem with the Pershing and T69.
Right. And I remember you telling me like the armor is the highlight as well as the speed on the Pershing. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So where's the armor strongest again? If you could throw that at me.
Only turret.
On the turret.
Yeah, turret.
All right.
Turtle is really nice.
Uh-oh.
But quite small.
PvP Super Friends here on the right. Forgot to give you guys the introduction to team efficiency on the left. Wait a minute, neither side has a point. Either that or the observers at on game net forgot to add the points. So maybe the rules for this are different.
I think maybe they just forgot.
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll figure out after this game.
And the way this has already started off is it's quite heated and in favor for PvP Super Friends. They're getting 2 excellent picks, one onto Dexter, the other one onto Elite. And if this gradually, like if they can exchange this way for the rest of the game, 2 shots for every 1 shot that they take, then they're going to come out on top gradually.
Yeah, but no, PvP using pretty standard strategy for them. So I think the companies must know that. But problem is, how do they attack? And the team efficiency already flanking to the south. If they can use the position on the south, the PvP will got big trouble there. They will got a 2-side fire.
All right. So already, I want to point out we actually missed a Nuto falling in the background there. T1 Cunningham, less scouting ability for PvP Super Friends, as well as the chance for, say, a backdoor capture, if that makes sense. That man takes a shot, not too much damage. Actually, a little bit heavy. He's in the AMX 1390. And armor on that thing, if I recall correctly, that one game I played with it, the AMX 1390, the front side armor can be pretty strong, but the
actually not that strong.
Yeah.
If you can defend like machine gun, but for the 90-minute gun, you cannot bounce that.
Wow, that means my tier 5 French tank can actually hurt it if I get a 105mm cannon, right?
90 minutes is good enough, even 7.5, but if you only have like 37 minigun, it's not that easy. Oh, the Batman might got
Hydro Rex looks like he's gonna pick off that T1 Cunningham in the form of Death Guys, but he can't. The turret depression is not good enough, so he kind of lucks out there a little bit. Death Guys is trying to bait him out again. He's like,
but the problem is, we got 3 M13 coming, and they gonna kill them.
Hydro Rex in a bit of trouble. He's gonna get the T1 Cunningham.
Yeah, and he didn't spot the M13.
Right. Team efficiency is diving in on this position. This is not gonna look too good for Comics. Excuse me, for Hydro Rex here.
Yeah, and Comics too. Comics gonna die there.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's just not
Comics
good.
done? Oh.
Little Mac and Comics are both out of the game.
No. Comics still alive.
With only 38.
Hold on, my mistake.
Okay.
Jeez. I meant to say Little Mac and Hydro Rex.
Oh.
AMX 1390s all look the same.
Yeah.
All right. So now this exchange is actually, I think it's half and half. Batman's low HP, Comics is low HP, and right now there are quite a few tier 8s remaining on the map. There's still 4 altogether. They're exchanging fire really well. Batman is close to falling. Robin took a little bit more damage there.
Okay, the both sides got a lot of auto loader, so really tough right now, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you think we could see a draw from this position?
No, it's really hard right now. I don't think it's gonna be a draw because of at least.
Look at the southern portion of the map. Is that Juice in the light tank?
No.
It looks like it could be. He's going for a backdoor capture while we have a fight at the front lines here.
Wow. Okay, Tanaka gonna kill the. No,
maybe not. Maybe not. He didn't commit. He didn't go past the tracks just yet. And now
what's going on there?
We have Mega Joel, Tanaka, and Elite all surrounding Antare, trying to get him out of the game, but it will not be for free. We actually did just see Mega Joel get taken out of the game before that happened.
Yeah, and the Batman got very low HP right now.
And team efficiency is again going for that capture in the background.
And and the most important, someone was captured PvP's best here.
Right, that's Juice.
Okay.
D-Juice. Donkey Juice. Oh man, Batman.
And the Comics sniping, Wow. They keep alive. They keep alive there. Wow. It's really nice, I have to say that.
Elite versus Ice Water. It looks like just maybe Ice Water's gonna get the kill.
No, Ice Water is reload or not?
No,
he missed it. Wow, he missed it. He cannot miss again.
Yeah, the next shot will not take Tanaka out of the game.
Wow.
Tanaka started reloading faster, so
the problem is Batman also have very low HP right now.
Yeah. And I mean, assuming that neither player took damage to their turrets, I believe that means Tanaka's going to finish reloading first, and he'll be able to do some damage.
Yeah.
He may actually take both Batman and Ice Water out of the game here if he can just get the reload first.
Yeah, that's right. And right now, he have to defend the best. I mean, someone was captured, so he have to protect him.
All right, here we go.
He have to kill the Ice Water.
Can he do that? He damaged the track,
Next
I think.
No!
He gets it! He gets it! Now it's Tanaka versus Batman. If Batman can take Tanaka down here, he still has to reverse the capture.
No, he only have to defend the base. He can stand there and waiting for the Batman come in.
5 seconds.
Okay.
4,
Batman
3,
cannot do that. It's
2,
not possible.
1, 0.
Oh!
He misses the shot. Base capture. Team Efficiency wins game number 2.
Wow.
And I also want to highlight that in the middle of game number 1, the observers fixed the score, so now it's actually 1-1. Now bringing that to 2-1.
Okay.
In favor of Team Efficiency.
Wow.
This is where we start handing out the paychecks, guys. If PvP Super Friends loses this next game, they walk away with $8,500 US.
Wow, I think.
And a free trip to Korea.
Do you think on next match, the company's gonna do a very, very defensive strategy again?
It's possible. I mean, I don't think we're gonna see four IS-3s and a KV-1 because, of course, we've already played on mines. But PvP Super Friends, they're going to have to capitalize now on their opponent making every single mistake in the book.
Yeah, but if the next map is a city map, I have to say that the Batman will got big trouble because of PvP. They normally not doing really nice on the city map. If they are forced to push and the team efficiency, just camp there, I think the PvP will got very big problem. Wow, but I have to say, on the Prokonofta, the team efficiency is really nice. They don't have sort of strategy or something. They just doing the reaction and try to do their best. Almost no miss there. Really nice, I would say. Oh, okay, it's a Cliff. Cliff cannot camp in, I think.
Yeah, but I hope this is the map that Batman was just remember that game between not Batman, but PvP Super Friends and Arate. And the one thing about that kind of got all of our panties in a twist yesterday was the fact that Batman fell very quickly. Like
he stand on a very, very strange position, and the stand there was tracking, and got 4 shots and died. Really worse, I think.
I feel like on game net left a little bit of the spotting out on the west side of the map. I mean, yes, that huge mountain in the middle of the map, middle eastern area of the map, it's very important for spotting. But we've also noticed that the one line, the A1 to K1 line, is very important for spotting, and so too is let's see here, E and F, E and F3.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. They marked it as a battle area.
It is. I mean, maybe not the hottest one in our experience, but it is.
It's a very, very important place to capture. To stand on. So they will fight for it.
Or you want to play faster rate attack, you can use the area. But if you want to play more conservative way, you just attack the middle.
Well, maybe that's the way the Korean players play, more conservatively.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I wouldn't put it beyond that.
Yeah, but you cannot give them a chance. Yesterday, the team efficiency choose the Windsor 132, and on the Korean team, they choose 3M13. They just rush it,
All right, PvP Super Friends has 2 T69s, 3 AMX 1390s, team efficiency with a Pershing T69 and 3 AMX 1390s. So, we're gonna have to see. I think basically perfect coordinated fire from both sides.
Yep. Not that different, I think. Yep.
I imagine with what you told me about the Pershing's armor, I imagine what we'll see coming from that Pershing is maybe trying to play picks a little bit more, because if they shoot at the turret, it's not going to do too much damage.
Yeah.
Shooting at the main body will help, and that I think means more conservative play from team efficiency. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, by the way, for those of you who are curious about the bonus code that keeps on showing up on this stream, it's actually, my understanding is it's only good for the Korean server. So for those of you who are expatriates living in Korea, great, go ahead and punch it into your Wargaming account. But, I mean, otherwise, my understanding is it probably won't work too well for the Asia server.
Well, don't worry, we have our own.
We have our own?
Yeah, we have our own bonus code.
Oh, snap. I'm logging into my Wargaming account. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It should, we should show that after the game is over.
Okay.
I mean the tournament.
All right. Definitely.
Okay. The comment's doing quite defensive, you know. So I think the PvP has to think about how to push, you know.
Indeed. And right now the spots are being made. Tanaka's been spotted in his AMX 1390. Batman as well. And Batman's already... is he reloading again? According to the mod, it says he's reloading.
Yeah. Sometimes, you know, if he doing 1 shot, 2 shots, and he expects there is no combat gonna happen, so he will reload.
All right.
Yeah, I noticed that Tanaka is scouting. How do I say this? Backwards. Using his back to go up the hill. How important is that?
He have to assure how many enemies there, you know.
Yeah, I know. I mean, he's backing up the hill. He's not going in front.
Oh, okay. The back up. It's regarding to the position, you know. If he go to like on the left side, it's a short slope with a little cover, so you will got lower chance to be hit.
Okay.
Okay. The PvP gonna sniping them. He's gonna sniping. Hydra is gonna sniping Tanaka from the E2. You know, it's really dangerous position too. But you know, team efficiency had to.
They have to bring it up. I mean,
yeah.
Excuse me. They're up 2 points. So I mean, any pick that they can get off of their opposing team, that's a nice hit, by the way.
Yep.
Any hits that they can get will actually help them in the longer run. But
Hydra is gonna do that again and again. You know.
I just called that wrong. My mistake. Hydrorex actually got a nice hit on Tanaka. I actually thought that was. I thought it was the other way around.
But after he shoots, he gonna be spotted. So if they shoot, he leaving and come back, shoot, leaving, come back. You know, he gonna do that again and again. You know, trying to kill the Tanaka first, and they will take a chance to rush. That's the only thing they can do that. If there is a draw, you know, that means PvP gonna lose this. Okay, Hydra is coming again. Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna. Is it gonna be free though? There's a T1 Cunningham a little bit not too far away from this position. But I don't know if it's going to get the spot onto Hydra Rex. Batman's been spotted, by the way. Okay, so will he get vision is the real question, or will anyone from Team Efficiency get vision? Yeah, Hydra's been spotted. He's in a lot of trouble right now.
No.
He has been spotted. Look at.
No one can shoot him.
No one can shoot him?
Yeah, no one can shoot him. Oh,
Yeah,
30, the machine gun.
Yeah, from the T1 Cunningham.
T1.
He's like, hey man, don't you do that. Don't you do that. Get away from me. I know where you are. Alright.
Okay, and Tanaka go to another position. You know, there is Kamis, there is Tanaka, and no one was spotted.
You gotta do what you gotta do to pull out that win. Neither side is willing to budge, but honestly, I feel like maybe PvP Super Friends should start investigating another method of poking their opponents. Again,
I would say like the position of this guy is really interesting. He can see the Hydra race. No one can see him. Only the T1. Okay, coming again. They try again.
Maybe, but we hit the 5-minute mark and we see very little damage dealt out by both sides.
Yep.
And taking a draw is not something that PvP Super Friends can afford to do this game.
Mega Joel hit.
Mega Joel has been hit. Mega Joel's been hit. He has been hit. He has been hit. And guess what? He's hit again.
Wow.
T1 Cunningham shooting at Ice Water as well as accompanied fire from another AMX 1390 if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, little picks like these are what's going to help out gradually for our PvP underdogs right now. We're hitting the 4-minute mark, and as you said, that's one of the most critical moments in the game. but will they continue to play their picks and try and hold out till, say, the 3-minute mark or the 2-minute mark is the real question. What do you think?
But, you know, I don't think the PvP cannot push right now, you know, still be very, very dangerous here.
Yeah, but they have to push, right?
Yeah, they have to push or they're gonna lose. But
Yeah,
the problem is they don't have really nice situation right now, right here. They still have to make more, a little, at least, you know, couple hundred damage.
All right.
Did he really deal any damage?
I think so. I mean, like, of course, it was one of the T1 Cunninghams that did. Death Skies or Juice, I forget which one, but
wow, late relocation. I don't know where they're gonna do.
If they just sit around their flag, it might help them.
No,
maybe
that won't help.
Maybe.
Oh, I
rushing
know,
the west side.
I know. They gonna kill the M13 on the E2 or on the D3 first.
But they've been figured out already. They've been spotted. Megajoel and Dexta have both been spotted. This exchange of fire has to go very well for them. They can't make too many mistakes. And you can see on Megajoel's face, he's actually a little bit, I wouldn't say worried, but he's definitely put a lot of focus into this game. And now everyone on Team Efficiency has been spotted. PvP Super Friends must know what's up. They're going to have to relocate, but I'm not sure what they're doing. Batman yelling now. He's giving out the orders. He says, guys, pile in right now. And that is exactly what they are doing.
They're trying to kill Batman first. They have to do that or they're going to lose people.
Right.
Is it T1 again?
Death Guy's shooting at Batman. Batman's just running for the hills right now, running for his dear life. Megajoel is the first to fall. Batman is now out of the game.
Oh my god. PvP got big trouble right now, right here.
Yeah, and it's not looking too good for Team Efficiency either.
And a little Mac gonna be the next, I see.
Right. We have to see absolutely perfect coordinated fire from PvP Super Friends in order to win this game. It's now 4 versus 4, make no mistake about that, but there's still 2 T1 Cunninghams for Team Efficiency as opposed to the 1 for PvP Super Friends.
The problem is the M13 have very, very nice speed, so even they on the low heal side, they still can upheal very, very soon. So
right, and as I said before, look, I mean, just look at the HP difference right now. PvP Super Friends, they have to not miss any shots. And they have to prey on their opposing team to basically not hit every shot.
Yeah. Problem is PvP, you know, most of them have really low HP and Little Mac gonna die here, I think. That's one. Can you do that? Oh no.
Capture has begun. Little Mac's in the circle. He's low HP. He's like, whatever, I may as well bait this out. And Elite is now moving into position to deal with Little Mac. Anuto is in his T1 Cunningham. We'll get a spot on the comics, but I don't think he's gonna do much more than that.
Yeah.
He can try shooting at him, but I don't think it's going to do too much damage. I mean, look, you can see he's reloading. Basically, he wants to save the ammo. I mean, at 40-second reload time, there we go. Death Guy's out of the game.
Wow.
T1 Cunningham. Anuto still alive after Comics misses the ram, and I think this is Comics just wasting a little bit of time. Elite is actually looking like he's close to falling at 7 HP. Tanaka down to 1 shot as well. This looks like a game that maybe PvP Super Friends may just be able to pull off. They've got 2 tanks as opposed to the 3 of their opposing team.
Oh, Comics is reloading?
Yeah, but the time is not enough.
So is Robin.
It's only 40 seconds left.
Is Joel?
Oh, man, if it goes in a draw, that's not good for PvP Super Friends. They just lose the game outright because they don't have the tank count that their opposing team does. And it looks like Juice is just, he's hiding. Juice is just hiding. That's all he's doing.
That's right.
Tanaka's trying to stay alive, buying time, doing whatever he can.
Only 22 seconds left.
Yeah, it's too late, I think.
This is one of those things that can drive you crazy. This is one of those things that can drive you crazy as a player. You're going to, I'm not going to see a very happy reaction coming from PvP Super Friends. We may be laughing. The audience is going crazy in the on-game net studio. But finally, this game has ended. Ladies and gentlemen, we give you our 3rd place winners of this tournament. It will be PvP Super Friends. Give it up for Team Efficiency. They're going to be going on to the grand finals today to face off against Arete.
Yeah, and I have to say that again, Kami is doing really nice on the reaction. Once he know he lost the heal, so he don't have to stand there, right?
But I mean, it's just you were saying, Edison?
Okay. No, so they relocate their tanks to the lower part of the hill and try to defend the best. and get a Batman there. You know, it's pretty lucky. I have to say that he don't know Batman there, but when he rushed to the west part, he found Batman here, so just kill him.
Wow, I know.
It's pretty lucky. I have to say that, but you know, first of all, he relocate his tanks is really the right decision there. You know, he cannot just stand the hill side because he got a lot of fire on like 2 or 3 angle. You know, it's gonna make big problem there. So, you know, but the middle, the Batman is really lucky. You know.
I mean, like the way that game happened, do you think the final 30 seconds were critical at all? If we had seen Tanaka die sooner.
Yeah, but the problem is, you know, actually the team situation they got five alive tank there, and PV only have 4. You know, on the end the PV kill more, but you know, in the beginning the Batman really died too early, so it's really hard to revenge, I think.
It is. All right, so we're gonna go over some highlights, and that's our cue to go to a break here at TESL. We'll be back with Team Efficiency versus Team Arate in just a few minutes. gentlemen, this is Benjamin Breaker Novotny.
This is Ed at the 99.
And I'm Skip Alpha.
We are back now with our final match of Season 1 for the Wargaming.net League Asia Grand Finals. It's going to be between Team Efficiency and Team Arte. And both teams have fought their way through hell and back to get here. Let me just say, Team Efficiency is going to be going away with at least $20,000 US. For those of you who are not here for our previous set, it was actually PvP Super Friends that took third prize, and they are walking out of the studio today with $8,500 US in their pocket. So thoughts on the match we're about to see? Edison?
Yeah, but because of Korea League, the information about Korea is not that easy to collect.
Well, I mean, we have to speak Korean to get it. Basically, I mean, that's
yeah, it's really hard. So I have to say that the team efficiency, they really know how to do the counter strategy. They're doing really nice to PvP, but right now for enemy without any information, how can they do with this? So I'm really curious if team efficiency can do that well to the PvP.
Yeah, I mean, TVP and Team Efficiency, they both had a lot of transparency in the Wargaming League, throughout the Wargaming League Silver Series, as well as the Gold Series to some extent. But it was easier to collect replays. And here's our map lineup for Team Efficiency versus Arte. It's going to be Mines first, the second game on Cliff. If I paid attention just a little bit too late to that, but map 3 is Prokhorovka, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Yeah.
And we're going to play a best of 7 on screen.
Yeah, it's a whole 7, right?
Because best of 5 is not enough to determine who the season champion is going to be.
Yeah, that's right.
It doesn't do it enough justice.
Yeah, you're gonna do a champion, you have to know every map, every picture.
Right, and I mean, we've seen some pretty solid upsets in other game titles with best of 7 format, of course. We won't name any of those here, but I mean, sometimes those best of 7s can be absolutely crazy, to be perfectly honest with you guys. So I'm looking forward to this. I don't know about you guys. But,
yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Definitely. I mean, a foreign team facing a Korean team across any game title is something really big.
Yeah, and it's the first time,
For World of Tanks?
I mean, cross league.
Cross league.
Yeah, it's the first time cross league. We never. I mean the Asia. Asia server never fight to the Korean. So I'm really excited about that. And I still expect the team efficiency gonna do very nice on this one because
they're on the left. They look a little bit stacked right now. I mean, they're trying to tank. They're trying to collect themselves. They're like, okay, if we get second prize, it's $20,000 US. But if we lose first prize, we lose all of the honor that comes with that title. We want to be champions. We don't want to be, the side shows, if that makes sense. And both of our Asian teams actually lost to the Korean team Arte yesterday. And collecting information on the Korean players themselves, it's difficult to do because first and foremost you have to be able to connect to the Korean server without any lag.
Yeah.
Very difficult to do.
Yeah, it's really hard to do that, I think.
Right, and I'm wondering, maybe
even the practice, we do the practice before with them, but we got like 300 pins. So after that, we never practice with them because it's too tough. I think other Asia teams also have the same situation, so they won't practice with Korean too.
Right. Hello, we are Team Arte. We're the best team in Korea. I like how they translated that. Wait a minute. I think I just saw an expletive in the subtitles. I'm not sure, but we have no more competition in Korea, so we'd like to challenge ourselves in international competitions. Right.
Yeah, because of they stick the 2 top teams, into one, so there is no one can compete to the Iraq in Korea.
All right. Let me ask you guys this: What does this mean in the worldwide scope for World of Tanks? Does a first prize win for this tournament help the team go to Wargaming League World Finals?
Actually, it's a counter. They have to count the score. If you got a champion, maybe you got like 200 points, and the second place might be like 50 or something. And then they're gonna count for 1 year. We got 3 seasons, right? So the top 2 cannot go to the WGL World Championship, like Last year? Oh no, this year in Poland.
All right,
okay,
so
the same.
WGL. So this is going to be kind of point based. All right. That sounds like the most standard thing, the most criterion thing to do in the worldwide scheme of tournaments. And here we are with Team Arate. Yesterday they took a 3-1 win over Team Efficiency. Can they do it with a 4-0 today is the real question, or is it going to end in 4-3?
Yeah, but I think the Team Efficiency yesterday, they do not doing really like a real Team Efficiency, But it's just for rush, for fun, they don't want to show up what they're gonna do today.
Yeah, I mean, traditionally they've kind of shown that they can beat PvP Super Friends, so I think they were confident about. I mean, and the way you guys make it sound, I mean, I think they thought they could beat PvP Super Friends. They were really confident about it, so I guess that's what they were trying to do. And now they're saved their real strategies for this best of 7.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, fighting to the PvP, maybe they think it could be the warm up,
Maybe
they don't want to stand there and waiting for the last one, They need one more fight before the champion.
All right. Well, I think this could actually be perhaps the most epic game that we broadcasted here from TESL at all for World of Tanks, to be perfectly honest with you guys. And do you guys go ahead and start hashtagging, start tweeting this stream to all your friends, guys. Let everyone know that we've got a bonus code at the end of the day that we're going to give to you guys. And do we know what that's for, or?
I think it's a well, yesterday is a 1-day premium.
Yeah, I think it's a 1 day too, but the 1 day premium can be used to allow people. So don't worry about that. I heard someone used that on the 6 p.m. yesterday. They're still working.
Wow. Okay. Maybe there were too many codes to give away, but game number 1 going to be on mines yet again.
Okay.
Probably extremely conservative play from both sides, and it's all going to come down to the tank lineup, and after the tank lineup, perhaps depending on the situation, just decision making. I think on this map, from what we've seen so far, there's no reason to really have either side throw the games, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but normally, I don't know who choose the mines, but normally people will choose the best map or lane for the first one.
Right. And hands down, the 2 areas highlighted on the minimap here are, of course, the most common areas to encounter, or not to encounter, but rather to find yourself in engagements with the enemy team. Oh, there they are on the top. Team Efficiency. Bottom is Team Arate. And you know what? I actually did not see Cow Thief wearing his sunglasses. Did you guys see that?
No.
Well, he'll wear it after the game.
Okay. Yeah. Hopefully it's his good luck charm.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. So that's sick loading screen graphic once again.
What tank is that? M4A1?
M4.
M4, okay.
Yeah, it's M4.
Right. These tanks, AMX 52 T32s 2, 1390s 4, Team Efficiency.
Okay, they're gonna use the T32 to counter the I3.
We have a rainbow of different tanks for Team Arate. That is extremely diverse. Elite is probably going to try and capitalize on getting into the middle of the hill first. They saw that it's not too much of a speedy loadout coming from the enemy team, but they're still getting close enough to deal out shots to Elite. He doesn't get into the center of the hill, and instead that goes to Sihu Papa. Interesting. Okay, I'm not entirely sure about the the reference of that picture.
I think it's a Spartan warrior. It looks like a Spartan warrior.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I wish I could read the Team Arate's name in Hangul and then translate it into English. But there we go. Megajoel takes the first shot of the game, and with that he kind of backs away. He's like, that stings. Don't do that. Another shot fired. No hit this time. Again, just overall very conservative play coming from both sides. But right now, Sihu Papa has been spotted. He's in that hill, and
Tanaka got one shot, I think, or 2 shots.
Not entirely sure. Yeah, he took 2 shots. At least 2. Right now, the tank lineup from Arate is extremely, again, diverse. They've got one of just about everything. 2 different autoloaders, an AMX1390 accompanying a T69, Pershing as well, if I'm not mistaken, and an IS-3 and a T32.
Yeah, S3, T32.
That much.
M50,
oh, AMX-50, no Pershing.
And the T69.
Okay. So I'm thinking both sides would be more than happy to take a draw on this map.
Oh, yeah. No Pershing, yes, no Pershing.
Yeah, there's no Pershing for Arate. Okay.
Both sides are really patient right now.
Yeah. We said that before, Arate, they don't love to attack, so they just stand there.
Right, and I mean, we had basically the same kind of thing happening between Team Efficiency and PvP Super Friends in their game on Mines. That was game number 1. So I'm thinking what we're seeing now is going to be just nothing short of extremely conservative. Okay, we're going to be here for a while.
Oh, okay. Korean team gonna push or
maybe.
No?
Maybe.
No.
Caliph has been spotted, but I mean, he's safely behind those 2 rocks. And I think Evenfall was just spotted, yeah, and it's T1 Cunningham. He fired a few shots, but I don't think he did any damage. T1 versus T1 at the Lighthouse, and that'll be it for the time being. I'm thinking there's an AMX 1390 behind him. Dexter's going to push up here a little bit, and he's going to encounter Sod over there if he continues to move forward like this. But I'm surprised neither of the T1 Cunninghams have seen each other just yet.
Okay, again, the Arate used very, very defensive strategy, so...
Sod has just been spotted. Dexter's waiting for that shot. Wait, doesn't count.
Yeah. No one can shoot him, except the Sod.
I think D-Juice is actually getting into a location where he's going to be able to shoot him. He's in the IS-3, and we can see that he's in a spawn. He has been spotted again, that is to say Sod. He has been spotted. But he's not quite revealing himself just yet. I think he's trying to pull attention. If Team Arate can see that the IS-3 is way back in spawn, maybe that could influence their decision making just a little bit. And Dexter right now is taking all the shots he can at that guy.
So who spotted the SOD, the Sod?
That would be Dexter who's spotting him right now.
Okay.
Maybe, or
maybe the juice.
Yeah, the heavy tank on the bottom right.
I think
they're both waiting for the opportunity to get him out of the game. Deathsky's and Megadrill revealing themselves again just a little bit. But so far, no moves have been made, no critical moves just yet. Arate does have a damage lead, so if they, if this game does come to a draw, they're going to be in the lead with dealing out the amount of damage that they have.
Yeah, they make like 400, but it's not that critical.
Alright, so Elite looks like he's doubling back to spawn along with Juice. I don't know. I mean, so many members of Team Efficiency are constantly exposing themselves. I'm wondering if this is giving Arate a broad scope of just what's happening. You think we're going to see a 4-minute rule move?
No.
Okay.
I don't expect that.
Alright.
I think that they can do the draw, They are not forced to push. If someone was left behind, that's possible, but no one was really left behind right now.
All right.
So they don't have to just take a draw on the first one.
Again, guys, it's $60,000 US that is on the line for both sides.
You just keep flying shot.
Right. I mean, well, what else can they do? They want to play conservatively. Looks like Elite is now making a move. He's at least going to get this T1 Cunningham out of the game. But I'm not sure about any other move. What's he going to be doing? He did take a little bit of damage there. He's taking a lot of damage, actually, now from Sihu Papa on the top of that hill.
Yeah, but they changed fire, I think.
Yeah.
The Sihu Papa also got one shot.
Right, and with the T1 Cunningham kill, that doesn't really make a difference. This is still going to give Arate a damage lead this game. So, I mean...
Christina tried to, go back. Because he was expecting that maybe Tanaka is trying to flank the other way around, but after spotting by Sihu Papa, he just go back to the frontier because they saw that Dexta and the other light tanks are not flanking at all.
Right. Comics and Dexta both they've been spotted. They're on the hill. Sihu Papa knows where they are, and now I think they're trying to move to distract some of the tanks from Arate. Comics taking a lot of damage there from Evenfall. Or Evenfall, however you choose to pronounce his name. Taking just a little bit more fire, but not too much in the way of damage. Jeez. That's all it really is. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go.
Yeah, and the Dexta flank to the north. I don't think the Korean team gonna rush. They are so conserved.
Right, and Dexta actually has not been spotted. He's taking the long route around to try and get the capture. Do you think he'll be spotted?
Yeah, he will. He will. Even he goes through the A5, there is only 300 meters to the Korean team, so he cannot escape.
And I think they realized something's not right here because Dexta was spotted earlier next to Sihu Papa, and then he moved, and now I think Arate is looking for him. He has been spotted. Conversely, so
I think the team efficiency gonna push. They're gonna push right now.
Now would be the chance. They're all out of position. Are they going to do it or not is the real question. Deathsky's and Megadrill now pushing a little bit up that hill. Artie World.
Yeah, they can uphill.
Yeah. T-32 stuck behind this rock. Literally stuck between a rock and a hard place.
He put back. Oh no, whatever.
One shot bounces off of Cow Thief. And he's putting his picks very wisely, dealing out a lot of damage on a team efficiency. So once again, even if this goes into a draw, we're going to see team efficiency with not so much of a damage lead, but Arate will have the damage lead. Elite does fall, and now would probably be a good time to start hiding the T1 Cunninghams. But as I say that, Comics is actually going up towards the Lighthouse, and so too is Evenfall, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and the Tiju is still there.
So
he cannot escape. Wow, 1 minute.
Death Sky is just taken out of the game. Comics is fighting against Evenfall now, and Juice, this is turning into a total slaughter. Juice has got to run for his life.
Yeah.
And it looks like he may not be able to get out of there in time. His rear is exposed.
What was the Juice doing,
He's reloading.
Comics now down to 3 HP.
I mean, when Arate just rushed down the hill, I see that his teammates are getting shot and fire, but the Juice is way on the other side.
Right, and Comics is going to fall as the last T1 Cunningham in the game. He's doing what he can to stay alive. He's been spotted, but in the end, I don't think it's going to matter. This is cat and mouse right now, and the mouse is getting further and further away from the cat while simultaneously shooting him. The last kill will go to Evenfall. And I guess you could say somewhat of an upset for team efficiency. I mean, they were doing good. They tried to play their plays really well. But I think gradually what was happening all throughout this game was they were just taking too much damage. They couldn't play their picks well. The Korean team, Arate, was constantly playing their picks and constantly getting hits.
Yeah, because they set on really not that good position. So they can't even defend, and do you see the T-32 on the behind the rock, right?
Yeah,
so he just show up the torrent, so he won't be damaged and can keep shooting the enemy. That's why I don't think the team efficiency. If they gonna up the hill, they have to kill someone and then pull back. Don't stand there, But they just want to uphill, but they finally they give up. They got a chance, but they give up. And between they pull back, they give a very good position. So they are keep taking damage. So that's why they lose this one. And even the M50 do not stand on a really nice position. He should stand on the base or support the hillside. He shouldn't stand just on the lower part of the hill. They're making big problem there.
There's the trophy, guys. The team that gets the 4 points first will be the one to take away with it. Real quick, with the tank lineup from that last game, what do you think Team Arate was doing? They had one of each tank. They didn't have a solid lineup.
Yeah, but it's a combination for a strategy.
They
have set up a very, very defensive strategy. So even you push in, you're gonna pay for that. And I think the break point is on the lift card, but team efficiency, they don't want to do that. If you choose a 2 light tank, and your enemy only have 1, but you still give up the heal, that will make a big problem for them. Because of a light tank, after that the light tank have to face the heavy tank, so they don't have more firepower, they don't have more HP. So in the close battle, they lose on this one, I think.
Right, and I mean, team efficiency, this is a best of 7, guys. The first best of 7 we've ever seen for the entire Wargaming League. So I mean, team efficiency still has literally 6 more chances to win this best of 7.
Yep.
Assuming that this goes to the final 7th game. All right, so
about the last game, do you think it's well, I think it's a good idea, to push. I mean, for team efficiency to push up the hill when they spotted 2 heavy tanks on trying to flank on right side. Yeah. But when they push out, what happened? I mean, they didn't have any advantage over there.
They got a 5 tank, so they can just use a 5 tank and uphill.
Yeah, that's right. They should have the advantage.
Yeah.
There's 2 other tanks on the other.
Yeah.
Do you think it's because DJuice is way on base and cannot participate with the attack?
For autoloader, he can support later. That's okay. If he lay up here and someone cannot catch it, he can attack someone's side armor or back armor. It's much easier to success. But if you just stick there and do nothing, that's really worse. If you want to use the M50, you can stand far away from your team do the sniping or do the flanking. That's okay. But don't stick there.
I see.
Yeah. After you shoot 6 rounds, you have nothing to do there.
Yeah, and after their retreat, I see that the AMX-6 maybe it's because he moves too fast and got too far away with his teammates, and his teammates got shot and he cannot support any fire.
Okay, so the main difference here is that Team Efficiency has a Pershing. They have 2 69s and they have 2 AMX 1390s. The other team, Team Arte, has 3 AMX 1390s and 2 T69s.
Yep.
All right. Lots of autoloaders this game. And Team Efficiency is working their way into the middle, just as Team Arte is. Perfectly normal. You can already see the sweat beading on Megajoel's forehead. I mean, you can tell he's, the pressure's on the line, guys. They want $60,000 and first prize title. They want that trophy. And Artie World has just been spotted. He's going to back down that hill. Not going to risk anything with the opposing team. He only gets a spot on Tanaka, though. He can only see Tanaka. And Tanaka's still up that hill. I don't know about that decision. What do you think, Edison?
No, he just wants to spot there, I think. And until right now, on such setup, you see that guy there, right? On the B6, it should be not only a T1, it should be a T1 with M13, I think. So there is a 2 tank for a sniping position, and for such position, they cannot push really fast because you got a mid tank on a D4, D5, and the light tank on A6, B6, and also have 2 light tank or 1 light tank on the E6. It's not full push, it's pretty standard defensive. So the both sides, they don't want to push right now. Okay, the Grim, he cannot use the same strategy, He cannot shift to the E2 and sniping the Tanaka again. Just the same as the PvP did before, I think.
What's his name? Deska?
Dexter?
Hydrorax. Right?
Yeah, maybe.
Alright, well, I mean, they've already gotten 1 pick off of Arte. The question is Arte going to give them the chance to do it yet again? Okay, Artie World and Evanfall going around the east side of the map here. That could do them a little bit of good, but I mean, the T1 Cunningham is either going to do one of 2 things, and that is 1, be the worm on the hook that is being bait, or 2, he's going to be the scout. And it looks like, based on the open gap here, the distance and everything else in between, the wide open space, I think it's more likely he's going to play Worm on the hook. All right. I do want to highlight that at that particular location, there's only Death Skies and a T1 Cunningham. If they can get the Artie out of the game, that would definitely help them a lot in the route that they won't be able to, again, do a backdoor capture or a sneaky capture, if you will. And in the middle, both sides just trying to continue to play picks. It's amazing to me that we made it to the 6-minute mark, and for both sides, only one tank has taken any damage. Evanfall has been spotted, however. Death Skies has not been. Evanfall is just blindly shooting right now.
Yeah, but no, this guy is a T1, you know. He cannot kill the Evanfall really fast.
Right, but I mean, even though Artie World is there, he hasn't been spotted yet. Evanfall has been seen. He might have a chance to take him out of the game soon, but that's bait. That is bait right now with a capital B-A-I-T.
Whoa.
All right, so taking a little bit of fire there. He knows just what this is right now. He knows his very life is in danger. 2 versus 1 for a T1 Cunningham. That typically never works out when your enemy tank is a AMX 1390 at full HP.
No, it could be a trip there, you know. If the comms use the Death Guy to attract the firepower of the M13, and maybe the M13 shoot like 4-5 rounds, and he can use a light tank to kill him. You know.
I don't like this positioning from Team Arate. I mean, if they pile in there, they're going straight into a semicircle of tanks that are ready to shoot at them. Comics.
Yeah, Comics was spotted.
He's spotted and he's in some danger right now. He's also firing shots to stay alive. SOD will live through that engagement, but you know, it's just it's not looking too good for team efficiency. Our ASIA team. 4 minutes and 45 seconds. Both sides. Actually, Arate would be happy to take a draw. Mega Joel looks like he will not be alive for too much longer. And now
I think they're pushing.
Team efficiency is just rushing in. I don't know about this decision.
Shihu Papa gonna die first.
Papa, if he goes down.
Yeah, he's gonna die.
All right.
Oh, he's still alive.
He's still alive.
Yeah, missed 2 shots.
Okay.
Elite is now got one more shot, and then he's probably gonna reload.
Round here.
Good.
Wow.
Excellent coordinated fire from Team Efficiency. Will they take this game is the real question. That is excellent positioning and excellent coordinated fire. That T69 now singled out. Calfeef, wearing his aviators, has made him blind. He can't do anything here. He's fully surrounded.
Wow, he's gonna die very soon.
Yeah.
Yo.
That's it. Okay, so that's very critical in the essence that now all of the tier 8 tanks are still alive for Team Efficiency. And Arate is trying to capitalize on a capture.
Yeah, and then they know where they are. You know, there's a big problem here.
Right.
You know.
David and Goliath. Unfortunately, David did not win that fight versus Artie World. So now the T1 Cunninghams are dead for Team Efficiency, which means they can't backdoor their opponents. They're probably going to try and go, save home base and then try and attack Team Arate. But look at the amount of HP that both sides have for their tanks. Artie World is nearly full HP. Arate Gimp is nearly full HP, and those are both AMX 1390s. Excellent firepower. If they can coordinate, good shots onto the Elite, Megajol, Juice, and then Dexta in that order, they might have a shot at this.
And they don't know he is a Gimp. Gimp is a Korean word, right?
No, actually, Gimp is kind of a word that we use to it's hard to describe. If you shoot something, if you shoot a fleshy target, a human target, and it's alive, well, let's just say it's going to be turned into a bunch of meat after you shoot it, which looks like exactly is what happened for Elite just a moment ago. Yeah, there we go. The mod was broken on our second observer there.
Oh, the Megajo got really low HP. He had to be caution.
So it looks like game number 2 could potentially go to Team Efficiency here, but I've been wrong before. It's three really lit up tanks versus 2 full tanks. Actually, excuse me, 4 tanks from team efficiency. I'm so blind. I apologize, guys.
Yeah, but you know, they are far away from the Kim, so they're gonna kill the Kim first because he cannot move. Okay. Who is the mid tank? Did you?
I believe so. They know they have to take this very carefully. Artie World's now in a bit of trouble as well. He's trying to do what he can to aid his teammate, but I mean, he's taking so much damage in the process.
Yeah. They won't just kill the Kim. They're gonna capture too.
Was I wrong again? Oh my god, was the broken mod probably fooled me again. But they're going for the capture. Let's say team efficiency is now going for it. And now it's, effectively speaking, 3 versus 1.
And they got 50 seconds to capture, and someone gonna protect them on the hill side.
Alright, well, capture is possible here, but I mean, we're talking about team efficiency staying in the circle for the full 80 seconds.
Yes, here is a Deska with 4 rounds, so he can kill the Art World.
Alright.
Well, he shouldn't live there, you know.
Artie World's gonna maybe fire 1 or 2 shots, then try and get out. If he's lucky, he can take down Juice. But now he's going down the hill. He doesn't have too much vision. This is a bold move.
Yeah, it's too late, I think.
50 seconds, guys. But wait a minute, he's gonna try and prevent the capture. Will he get it or not? Though is the real question.
Yep. And problem is
he
didn't see him.
Oh, misses the shot! He misses the shot! Follow-up shot misses as well. The capture has been complete. Team efficiency takes game number 2, guys. It is now tied 1-1.
Okay. Wow, I think the team doing really nice on this one. You know, they take the 4 point while the Korean team separate their team. So they take the chance to rush in and doing really nice on the rush. You know. Wow.
I mean, they did absolutely fantastic there. There's no other way to say it. You can see the smiles on their faces. They're like, we did it.
It's a Tanaka.
We're back. We're back. We're live. We're at a tied position. And Team Arte is just like, it's okay. We got the next 3.
Yeah.
They're like, no, we're taking the next 3.
Next 5. Next 5.
Next 5. Well, I mean,
oh, okay.
Okay. Assuming they make it to 4 points, it ends in 4-1.
Do you know how old is the comics?
How old is comics?
Yeah, you guess.
30. Is he?
Not all comics are really old, okay? He only 19.
Oh, wow. Okay. 태양 아래 뚜미꾸는 이슬. I don't know what that means.
Okay, whatever.
Just reading random Korean words. And I'm hoping someone from OnGameNet is watching this and saying, hey, we need a caster that can speak Korean or is at least learning Korean. Doesn't live far from us, you know, that kind of thing.
Okay. What's the next one? Pogonovka?
Maybe.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
Yep, Pogonovka.
Yeah. If my memory serves me correctly, yes. There we go. Alright guys, so start tweeting the stream to all your friends, show it to them on Facebook, show all the Facebook groups. Hey guys, we got Team Efficiency playing against Team Arate. First time this year we've seen a Korean team playing against a non-Korean team, and this is already turned into epic. The score is 1-1. Hit that follow button on this Twitch stream and hit it hard, because this is not over yet. We still have 2 more seasons to go through. But first, let's divulge who's going to be the first prize winner in Season 1's Grand Finals at the OnGameNet studio in Korea. As you can see at the top, we've got Team Efficiency in the bottom. Once again, it is Team Arate. And they're both loading up. They're getting ready to go, warming up their fingers.
Yeah, I'm a little bit curious. Who chose the raccoon for Team Efficiency?
That is a good question. I'm gonna have to ask them the story behind that.
Yeah, do you know, Keston?
Do you know?
The raccoon. I mean, the raccoon.
The logo for their team.
I don't know.
All right. Okay.
That's an old logo, so you know, on their first team they use this one until right now.
Oh, okay. So team, there's a previous team, right, for Team Efficiency.
Yeah, but they are all members. They never change. Except the Deska and Elite. They are new, but they almost never change.
Okay, so we have identical lineup. Persian T69
yeah.
and 2 MX-13 for both sides.
And a subscriber to Twitch.tv in chat says, that's no raccoon. So I'm wondering what on earth that could be about. It's a red panda.
Yeah.
Red panda?
Yeah, red panda.
Yeah. It's not a red panda?
Yeah, it's a red panda.
I mean, these are questions in chat I'm reading off, so it's a red panda, apparently.
Yep.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks so familiar to.
It looks so much like a raccoon.
Yeah, that's right.
One of them's North American, the other one is Australian.
Ah, okay, I see.
Different.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Black and right.
Gotcha. Okay, so thus far, let's check the positioning so far. We actually ignored what was going on in game completely, except for the tank lineup.
Oh, it's so cute.
Yeah,
red panda.
It is. I need one of those. Okay. So right now, Arte is pretty smooth here. They got I like the spread they've got across the western side of the map. If team efficiency tries to converge on that anytime soon, it's going to be shut down. So they can't rush in like this, obviously. The question is, what are they going to do to change the game up just a little bit more?
Yeah, it looks like a draw for me.
Maybe. I mean, both sides.
Yeah, but I think the team efficiency gonna flank in somewhere, but I'm not sure right now.
Yeah, I mean,
it's hard.
Death Skies is actually headed to the north side of the map. He wants to get in there and get that T1 Cunningham out of the game from the opposing team. And Death Skies has been spotted by, I can't say who. It's got to be Evanfall. No, it's not Evanfall. It must be Sod, because we just saw Evanfall on the west, maybe southwestern side of the map. And now this is the way the game unfolds, apparently. Okay, so what do we have here? Spread from both sides. Cal Thief gets spotted, so too does Mega Joel, and he actually takes a little bit of damage.
Yep.
So Arte gets a lead on the pick. They get the first shot. Now we are waiting to see the rest of the picks get played out.
Yeah, they're still trying to scout and trying to figure out where is the enemy. So after that, they're gonna move in, but not right now.
And Mega Joel is constantly being spotted here. Do you think it's because of? Do you think it's because of the spotting between the train tracks there?
Yeah, they know they are spotted, but sometimes they don't know where is the enemy.
All right. We already hit the 6 minute and 50-second mark, and again, I have to say that I think we can smell the ozone in the air simply based on how conservatively both sides are playing. They both want that first prize title. They both want that $60,000 cash prize pool. And do we know if Team Arte is a full-time team? Like, do they just play World of Tanks 24/7? Do you know,
no.
Edison?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
Yeah, until right now, I heard only the Russian team, they have the full-time player, but the rest of the world, they don't have.
Well, I've heard of some EU teams also having full-time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, according to Cisco. But I also have to say, I wanted to remark that, what was it? In Korea and other, what's the word I'm looking for? Routes and venues for esports. I do know that there are many teams that don't have salaries, and essentially their strongest form of income is tournament wins.
Okay.
So
yeah, you know, if a team can keep get a prize from the World Tank, they still can be a really nice prize. I think really nice payment.
Well, I mean, obviously, you know, if Arte, I would definitely think that if Arte was to take second prize in this tournament, their parents would be slightly proud of them, simply based on the fact that they're making money from this tournament. Conversely, I do have to say that if Team Arte did not get first prize, I think we could see a good deal of their members actually in tears in the studio at the end of this, because this is what the Koreans live for. They want first prize. They want to be legends. And I've seen, you know, similar upsets happen before where, you know, not just Korean players, but also Westerners didn't make first prize at the tournament, and the end result was them shedding tears.
That's why they're doing that good, I think.
It's their passion.
Yeah, not only passion. It's their life, I think.
It's what they live for. I mean, honestly, if I was 16 years old again, and if I had known that esports was this hot in Korea, I would have gone there and tried to become a pro gamer when I was only 16. I would have dropped learning Spanish.
Yeah, but your father won't say that, I think.
yeah. I would have simply dropped out of high school in America. I would have gone for a GED, and I would have passed the test for the GED very quickly.
GED.
A general education diploma. It's equal to a high school.
Okay.
A high school diploma.
Okay.
And then I would have just gone straight to Korea. I would have learned Korean every day, and I would have played whatever game it was that everyone was focusing on. Let me think. That was 2005, 9 years ago.
How many professional girl players?
Professional girl players?
Yeah, female players.
World of Tanks.
World of Tanks. I can't say.
Yeah, never. I never see anyone.
All right.
Until right now, while I join any tournament, even international, I never see any girl.
Oh, that's too bad because I really think World Tanks have potential for female players because they don't have
quite a few.
I know. It's really less, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think all the female players are playing maybe what do we call that? A card game.
Not only card games, like
MOBA games.
M-Star.
M-Star?
Yeah,
what's that?
Dancing game.
Oh, dancing games. I don't think that's esports at all. It's just for fun.
Yeah, I mean that game I saw everywhere.
Yeah.
I've seen that everywhere.
Last time I played, like someone told me don't play this game. What up this is,
All right. Well, I mean, I'm appalled that at this stage in the game we've had nothing to talk about but fluff.
Yeah.
Okay, I bet this is a draw.
Yeah,
that's what I said.
2 minutes and 30 seconds. Extremely conservative play.
So we're gonna
both
have a
sides.
TO something there.
Maybe. Okay, so game 1 was a very decisive victory for Arate. I think that means they have the
I think
damage
about
lead.
something. If the team efficiency had more participation and doing something really right on the first one, they got a second draw, they got 3 draw, they still lead here.
Oh. All right.
Oh,
what do we have here?
Women.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I think what they could be doing is they're hiding their T1 Cunninghams and then maybe trying to dive in on the enemy team. And I think that would definitely make a lot of sense, to be perfectly honest. If you're going to go for a draw, why not at least try to give yourself a damage lead or extend your damage lead, or even
okay,
maybe potentially
can I use
game.
a capture to attract team efficiency?
All right.
But not capture.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Arte's going for the capture. Gimp is coming back home to deal. Or actually,
okay.
Wow.
Nothing happened here.
Yeah. It's like, a capture? Nothing to see here, guys. Get out of my capture circle. And now Team Efficiency still has both of their T1 Cunninghams alive. What are they going to do with it? Is the real question. And I think they're going to be buried into maybe going to the north side of the map. Well, yeah, looks like they're standing by there. That's Mega.
Oh, he rushed in.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Arte's going in. I think they're simply trying to extend their damage lead. I mean, at 50 seconds in the game, I don't know. I think it's a little bit unlikely that we'll see both teams.
Yeah, but it's not lead. Not lead at all, I think.
Yeah, that guy's still alive.
He's still alive and he's stuck reloading. That house will collapse after a couple of shots and then he'll be totally exposed. RD World doesn't want to go through that.
Yeah,
side wants to.
The juice is coming.
Right. RD World's actually reloading.
Oh, I'm here, Don't run away.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Oh, man. Here it goes. He's digging out. And shortly after, he falls himself. And this is a massive damage lead actually going to Team Efficiency right now.
They got at least, I think, 2,000 or something like that.
Right. And this could actually lead to evening up the damage count, if that makes sense. I don't think it'll actually lead to Team Efficiency actually taking 100% lead with it, or definitive lead.
But no, 1,000, 2,000 is not that different, I think. if you lose again, it might be like 3,000 difference.
All right, so the score is now 2-2 with that one draw, and with that, that means there's.
Score is.
It's 2-2.
Yeah,
2-2.
So that means the final map that was chosen for this game, or for this best of 7, will not be played. So that means we have a maximum of 2 more maps to be played, maybe 3 if there is an end score of 4-4.
Yeah, and yesterday I saw the Arate play the Hammerstone. They're doing really nice, very nice strategy. So I wonder if the comic studied that, if he know how Arate play, it's really easy to resolve throw. But because of Arate, they love to separate the keep. If you got a chance, just rush it, you're gonna win that. But problem is, how do you find that? They have some cue about that. If he start to capture base, that means they already separate out. Something like that.
I have a good question. Since we're playing this map out on Winter Himmelsdorf, does that mean we've been using the wrong Himmelsdorf for the entire Wargaming League ASIA series?
No. They only use this in the finals.
Okay.
It's
only
written
for final.
in the regulation.
I was about to say, I just thought to myself, well, wait a minute, what if we just illegitimately sent PvP Super Friends and Team Efficiency there? But then again, Wargaming ASIA has always been paying attention to this Twitch channel and managing us properly, making sure we do our stuff right. 3 battle points. I'm gonna say, I feel like maybe this. Edison, do you agree with this? What we see on the map right now? You do?
Normally, I never see anyone fighting on line 8.
Yeah.
Well, not in tournaments. Only in random battles.
Yeah,
right?
random battle got a lot of people stick there.
Yeah.
And die there.
I also wanted to say, I want everyone to bear in mind that on-game net is taking care of a majority of the production. So perhaps this is the playstyle that we see trending on the Korean server for World of Tanks. We haven't had all that much in the way of access to the Korean server, but.
And I'm thinking about something. If a company is gonna counter strategy for Korean team, he gonna rush first 30 seconds, I think.
Oh. Yeah.
If he wanna counter, Korean team always send like 4 tank uphill, so he can take the chance to kill the last one, on the base.
Yeah, that might be a case.
Check that tank lineup.
Okay.
So
Very
you
heavy
can see,
tanks.
you can check if the team efficiency rush. If they don't want rush, they might not do that.
Okay. It seems that they are going up the hill.
Okay. They have 5 tank uphill. It's the same,
Wow.
It's a still counter strategy.
They're pulling in Immortals.
Wow.
They're pulling in Immortals on us. Oh boy.
They have to do that as soon as possible.
But one thing to bear in mind is that Arate actually has 1 heavy tank out of position right now. You know what I think they're going to try and do? I think they're capitalizing on using that 1 heavy tank to get those 2 little T1 Cunninghams out of the game, and then that way they have their own shot at a clean capture.
Yeah, that's possible, but if someone was spotted, he cannot do that. And this is I3. No, I3 is not that fast.
Not that accurate.
And Deathsky's just spotted Gimp. And vice versa. Gimp has just spotted Deathsky, so they kind of know it's up. I can't help but say, Mega Joel always looks like a sad guy in his booth. Don't you guys agree? Like, if I'm sitting down in front of my computer, I look like an angry guy.
He's not angry, I think it's sad.
Oh, man. And now,
they know.
Someone just died. Someone was just taken out, but the mod is broken?
Yeah.
At least we can't see it just yet. I believe it was a T1 Cunningham.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so. Alright.
They know they are not here, so they're gonna shoot somewhere.
Team efficiency looks like they're just gonna push down that hill. And they could potentially go for the capture here. Okay, it was Deathsky's that was killed. So the question is, what does Team Arate do with this information?
They're gonna pull back.
Yeah.
They're gonna pull back.
Alright. There we go.
They know they are here right now, so It's a really good reaction, I think. While your T1 goes through and don't see anything there.
I'm looking at this and I'm a little shaken, just a little bit shaken, because right now, Arate, if they're not careful, they could lose that one IS-3 that's on the north side of the map.
That's not easy, Enemy is too far away from him.
Just as you say that, they're getting closer and closer. There you go. He's been spotted. Gimp has just been spotted.
But he's still in a window, I think.
Yeah, shots are fired. Elite has actually been hit here.
There is a window, see. But he still can shoot him from the hillside. It's not hard. Yeah, see? He got shot.
Alright, so here we go. Arate Gimp.
Oh, a message. That's got message.
Oh,
wow,
man.
It's too bad.
This is not looking good. Dexta, I feel, is maybe in some ways kind of overextending a little bit. He has a shot at taking down Sod there, getting a T1 Cunningham out of the game. Finally does so. Gimp is actually taking a good chunk of damage as well. He's down to 910 HP. And Dexta's going to try and exploit that as best he can. An exchange of fire going, I want to say, half and half from both sides.
Wow.
But now Dexta's getting totally surrounded. Arate totally piling in here. Juice coming in from behind, though. He's going to get a total flank on Team Arate.
Let's go.
Dexta, oh my god, Dexta gets the kill onto
wow, it's pretty
Sihu
even,
Pop-Off, if I'm not mistaken. And now this is going in favor of Team Efficiency. Arate's strategy backfiring now on them. And Christina and Dexta versus Arate, Gimp, and again, Christina. Dexta getting overzealous here. I don't think this is a good idea, but just as I say that, Christina is still reloading, if I'm not mistaken. IS-3 versus IS-3. He needs someone to help him, but it looks like Dexta, oh my god, did he miss?
Oh. Yeah, he missed it.
Dexta's out of the game now. It's Juice and Elite versus Gimp, Christina, and Artie World. This is not looking good. Ooh. Heavenfall still alive in the T1 Cunningham. Comics is going for a capture though. Do you think he... It depends on how long this fight takes, but I mean, he could potentially have a chance of pulling that off. They don't have a T1 Cunningham left on the Arate team.
Wow.
Now it's all up to Elite. He's out of the game. He's out of the game.
Wow.
All right, so now Comics, he's got a long ways to go. He really does. Oh man.
That fight was pretty even at first,
Yeah.
I really thought Team Efficiency got the chance to win that battle.
Yeah, but in the beginning, they trying to go through the south side. I don't think that's the right decision. They can push directly from the north.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because if you go through the north, there is no too many fires there. If you go through south, they can have the cover fire there. If we try to flank it, and someone gonna shoot at your side armor,
okay, I see.
All right, guys, so that brings the score to 3-2. The next game may be the final one, but I do want to say, I mean, Team Efficiency has come a long way. They look a little bit, disappointed. The pressure is on for both sides, to be honest with you guys. And I feel as though maybe, as long as they're still in this series, there's a chance that they could pull off a 2-1 comeback, or excuse me, a 2-0 comeback, and then bring the final score to 4-3 in their favor. But I mean, that would be the best of 7 to remember for Wargaming.net League.
Yeah, I have to say something about the previous game because of the Team Efficiency already used 5 heavy tank up here. Okay, you just push. You don't have to stand there. You don't have other choice. You already have a 5.
Why you 4 versus 5 at that point?
Yeah. Whatever, the worst situation is 5 versus 5, but you already know I3, on the line 3, so no more than 4. There is no more than 4. Why don't you just push? And they stand there for like 30 seconds, and enemy finally know something there. They just pull out, so you don't get anything there. If they just push, they might already win right now.
It looks like we got a cutesy little comic here. And I also want to say that I believe we're taking it into a short commercial break, but we're still waiting on that confirmation from our production crew right now.
Chololo.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to go to a quick break, guys. We'll be back in a few minutes. Hi guys, this is Benjamin Breaker Novotny.
Lisa Addison 99.
And I'm Skip Alpha.
And this could potentially be the final game of the Wargaming.net League Championship. The only way it could get more epic is if we were to see Team Efficiency pull off one more victory and then take it to the final game of this best of 7, which is actually, if I may say right now, it's actually, the score is already 3-2 as we've seen at the intermission screen, and pulling off a 2-1 win from Team Efficiency would be like pulling off the impossible, because no one's taken. Did PvP Super Friends take 2 games straight off of Arate yesterday? Or I remember at one point it was 1-2. But I mean, I can't remember how exactly the games played out.
I'm not sure. But you know, take a 2 straight is not that hard in such game. You know, if you're making a little mistake.
It is if you're playing against Arate.
Yeah, but you know, I know this team is more defensive, so sometimes it's really hard to get a point. But maybe just take the chance. Know when do they separate? You know. The company can take a chance, but it's somewhat hard because of the team is not familiar. You know, their strategy and anything, something like secret.
Well, I mean, I think a good deal of it has to be attributed to language barriers. A lot of people are going to laugh at me, but especially with this kind of analogy. But let me ask you guys a question: who's the world's best basketball player in all of history? Name him.
It should be Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan. Okay. Who's the world's best pop singer?
Pop singer?
Pop singer right now?
No, who was the world's best pop singer? Maybe in the last 10 years. Michael Jackson?
The Cat King?
Huh?
Cat King?
Cat King. Michael Jackson.
No, I think Michael.
Michael Jackson?
Maybe.
Michael
okay,
Jordan,
so,
Michael Jackson?
Right. Now, think of, say, the president of... What is it? Let me think. The president of the United States. Okay, so we all know who that guy is, right?
Obama?
Yeah. Now, I want you to apply all of these social examples to... Say, for example, let me just throw it out there. I'll say India, because India has a population of 1 billion. But I don't speak Hindi. I don't speak what's what I'm looking for? Telugu. I don't speak any of the languages of India. And yes, even though they have a very high English-speaking population, it's not their native language. So many times, even though congressional meetings and the such are held in English, the main market there for everything is not actually English speaking. So I want you to think of the best basketball player in India, the president of India, and say the best pop star in India. Do we know who that is?
No.
No,
not at
because
all.
we've had no reason to pay attention to that. So I mean, like, all of the Wargaming.net League Silver and Gold series, no one's had any reason to pay attention to the Korean teams.
Yeah.
PvP Super Friends only had a reason to, and Team Efficiency only had a reason to once they got here. Tank lineup: Object 416, AMX 1390, T69, and T32 for Arate. What's it going to be for Team Efficiency?
Two T32s, I think, and 2 MX 1390s.
Right.
One, I think it's
Okay,
Persian.
they're gonna push the right side. They're gonna push the right side. They use the 2 T32. It's really nice and easy to push, but I don't know their strategy right now, right here. But if they use an object for 1/6, it's somewhat sniping tank fail. You know. Okay,
Right,
got a
now-
Persian, got the T32.
Juice is out. Unfortunately, he was taken down just now.
Wow, what's going on there?
I
Did you see
couldn't
that?
see it.
No.
I did not. I mean, it could have been a mod issue. We may simply have not
Okay.
observed him.
Yeah, or maybe it's a blind shot.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. Still waiting for someone to make that move. Both sides, again, playing the picks out, but look at this. Look at all the positioning from Arate. It's amazing right now.
Yeah, it's pretty defensive, but you know, because of team efficiency, they have 3 very good gun depression with reliable torrent tanks. So it's pretty easy to push on the east side, but they didn't push. You know, maybe they are coaching. They want to, you know, step by step. But if they can push right on this way, for them it's not that hard to win. You know.
All right. We're going to have to...
See, they just stand there. You know. no one can penetrate.
Yeah. Wait a minute, they actually did a little bit of damage there.
Yeah, but the high explosion.
Yeah.
It's high explosion. They know they cannot penetrate you, so they use the high explosion to wash.
Deal out a little bit of damage.
Yeah.
That's about it. So I mean, it's still useful for something.
Yeah. Do you think that's a little? 2 rounds for 200.
Yeah.
10 rounds for 1000 is 1000.
Yeah. I mean, it's really hurting. I wouldn't say really hurting, but it's actually it's painful to watch. Is what I'm looking for.
If you lose like 400, 500, you won't up again.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and then you see the 2 T-32, they just stand here. They don't worry about that. We got 2, you got 1.
So, what move do we see either side make right now? It looks like they're trying to just get a feel for the positioning of their opposing teams, if that makes sense, and then maybe they'll decide to make a move later. But what are those 2 tanks off to the west end of the map right now at E1 and E3? Do we know?
Later is a T1 and M13, I think. So if someone see the M13 on the left side, team efficiency gonna push.
All right.
Yeah, because they know you only have 4 here.
The question is, did team efficiency go in with a plan on this map?
Push. Okay, that's right. That's correct. I have to say that's totally correct.
I mean, one AMX 1390 is not with the rest of the team presently, so I mean, if they can just coordinate fire very well, they have a good shot at taking everyone down.
Yeah, the problem is for T-32, he had to take chance to push forward, but after like Immortal, they seldom join. Not really seldom join.
Comics out of the game.
Yeah.
The consequences of losing those T1 Cunninghams this early in the game, it sends a chill down my spine, because this means that they can't send that T1 Cunningham through the back door for a capture.
T-32 is coming. That's right. They have to do that as soon as possible, because the enemy cannot leave him.
Yeah, team efficiency is now pushing.
Oh,
Guy's nice.
Wow,
Cow
nice
Thief getting totally surrounded here. And now
What's
Guy's might get the killing blow.
He cannot pull back.
1 for 1 was that exchange.
Yeah.
Cow Thief now out of the game. And all of the tanks that are left on Arte are actually light tanks. They actually have very low HP. 1200, 1140.
They need another angle, not just stick together. What are they doing there?
Not sure, but it looks like Arte is actually they're just rushing back. Artie World is kind of in a world of hurt right now. He can't really move. He's using the dead tank there as cover, and he will be gradually converged on. And Arte, meanwhile, is going for the capture. That forces these guys to turn back. And Artie is actually dealing out a lot of damage. He does get the kill on the Death Guys, and now it looks like maybe, just maybe, this game is not going to end in favor of team efficiency. Ladies and gentlemen, Arte strapping themselves up for $60,000 US, as well as the first prize trophy to the Wargaming League Asia. And now, there we go, Megadrill is out of the game. It's all too elite. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. He has 3 opponents to play against. He did stop the capture. He's going to have to go Rambo with this.
Yeah, I have to say that, the team efficiency make a big mistake there. He should kill the T-69 as soon as possible, not just
headed
stand
straight
there.
to them. He ran straight into them. Did he know about that? He just hit Sihu Papa, his tracks of damage, and he gets rammed to death, dogpiled. And there it is. Team Arte is just on fire, excited, shaking their hands up in the air. They're like, Mom, Dad, we hope you guys are all proud.
$60,000 US in their pockets.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not just that, it's the trophy, man. If they I'm telling you right now, if they had come in second prize, many of those people in the booth would have been crying. It's because, it's $20,000 US, but at the same time, it's not the first prize title. Look at them, they're so happy.
Everyone will be very happy there,
Yeah.
Wow, but they doing really nice. I have to say that, but on this game, the team efficiency makes too many mistakes on the step. On the final, do you see that they got a 5 tanks there, and they didn't kill the rest one? I don't know why they are waiting for those auto-loader come back, because if they have runs, if they have ammo, they won't leave it. They will stand there and kill you. But they leave it, that means they are reloading. But I don't know why the company didn't take the chance to kill the red tank.
No, I think they're going into player interviews on stage. Unfortunately, I don't know if we have any translators at the event to deliver this in English for you guys, but I imagine everyone on that stage is very happy, but looks like there's no interview. Or if there was, we actually simply did not hear it. But here we go. Maybe we'll be back with interviews in just a few minutes. For now, we're going to give you guys some highlights.
Okay.
And then, of course, this was game number 1 in case you guys missed it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. We thought it was going to end in a tie until about the 2-minute 30 mark.
Yeah, but no, the company made a mistake about he trying to use the light tank to fight in the heavy tank, in a very close range. And the light tank do not have any advantage here, so they won't win this one.
All right, so I think it's safe to maybe call it and say we should go to a commercial break. And then after that, we'll be back in just a few minutes to see what other content on GameNet has to deliver us. So don't go away, guys.
Okay.
Hi guys, we are back now, and it looks like we're going to have a few questions for the teams from our translator, well, not translator, but our host at the event. Unfortunately, none of us are able to speak Korean to a degree that is good enough to translate. So I'm wondering just how they're going to deliver this to us in English, if at all. Do you guys have any thoughts?
No.
All right.
I think we will just need
and we don't have a voice here. No.
Yeah, and I mean,
maybe you can read a lip.
I'm wondering if, say, John the translator is going to be at the live event. NFCR?
No, I think John is not an OGN, right?
That's true, but I mean, I thought maybe he was an outside consultant for Kespa. Not only that, he's a translator.
Yeah, that's right.
And a caster.
Well, actually, he's in the content department right now.
Ah.
Yeah, that's right.
Can you put me in touch with him?
I sometimes have some contact with him. Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, like, I'm actually a fan of his work. Not so much. Well, I mean, I don't pay attention to his Korean language casting, but I mean, translation at a live event is something I've always wanted to do.
Yep. Yeah. We have Team PvP on the stage right now.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're going to be asking them a few questions in English. The real question is, you know, is the audio going to get cut from us then, and is it going to be delivered to you guys? Because
yeah. Well, actually, we can't hear it right now.
Right. That's the thing. We can't actually hear what's going on in game or on the clean feed source.
Yeah. Well,
we never can.
even if they are going to have some interview, they're going to have a translator. Yeah. So we're not sure if we can even hear the translator translating it, or it's just all pronounced in Korean.
Look at PvP Super Friends, guys. They're happy to be there. They're walking away with $1,000 US each, more or less.
Do you know that WG always pay like 7 people for the airline ticket and the hotel or something.
Right,
like that.
right.
But PvP they always bring the whole team. I mean they pay for themselves.
Really?
Yeah. So if you see the 10 people there.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, so every time they bring the whole team.
Ah, I see.
Right. Yeah, they probably. I know with some leagues they actually also had a travel allowance. For example, this one team league that I know of for a different game, they typically give a travel allowance to the entire team for say 5, 6, 7 players.
Yeah.
It's like 3,500 euros once they place in a position that's enough to qualify for the grand finals at the offline event. Second prize, team efficiency. They're a little bit happier than PvP Super Friends, and they've got more than just 7 people on stage.
Someone on the right side with the black shirt. This one is a Pride Arrow. He is a guy who from the DPS and from the team efficiency.
Ah, the founder.
But, yeah, he's the founder, but he no longer play, no longer join the Tony team, and no longer operate the clean DPS right now.
All right.
So he's an old founder.
And now we're going to welcome our first prize team. It's going to be Team Arate, guys. And I'm actually a little bit surprised that... Well, never mind. I mean, it kind of makes sense. But
yeah, but they're doing pretty nice, I have to say that. They're doing really good on the defensive strategy.
Yeah, look at them.
Except also they, until... I think like whole game, they don't have any push,
Yeah.
No, on first one to the end, never push, but they're still doing really nice on defense.
How many people are on stage right now for their team? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. So
9.
9?
Yep.
How much does $60,000 split for 9 people?
Maybe like 65, I think.
65? Well, you know what? It's more than 20, so I'm sure no one's complaining about how many ways they have to split it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people. You're right.
Yeah, 65.
I think they had 2 fill-in players. Of course, our foreigner in the audience is very happy to take pictures as well.
You see the sunglasses?
Oh yeah, those are aviators. Those are aviators.
2 sunglasses.
Okay.
Yeah, so congratulations to Arate.
Yeah, it's really nice. In the past, the Korean team never doing nice. So on this year, they combine the top 2 team. They know they have to be the best one.
Yeah.
So they do that. They really doing really nice on this season, and I really expect they can come back next one.
Not only that, I mean, this is obviously a huge win for them in the worldwide scope of things. This is going to put them up against teams like Navi or teams like Fnatic in
but it's only
the World Finals.
one season,
Yeah.
But
if they can win the next one,
if you got one, you already got a ticket there.
Yeah,
because if another team got 2, you still the second one. But if we got a 3 team, got a top 1 on different season, so it might be another story.
Yeah, maybe. And I think they're doing extended interviews with their first prize winners because assuming they don't have a translator at the live event, they can actually ask questions to the team and reply to them, and of course their native language. So we got some small talk going here. That guy is what you would call mosinun in Korean, and that just means really, really handsome.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the way you say shaiga in Chinese.
Okay.
All right. So I really wish we had some kind of a translation feed. I really do.
Okay.
really happy.
Yeah, and I really like the audience, artworks, like the T1 Cunningham hat.
Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely. No getting around that. That's how do I say this? It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Going to a World of Tanks convention here in Taiwan, it was actually a lot of fun being there. And the numbers, just the amount of people that showed up to it, it was fantastic. I liked it.
Yeah.
Shows me that esports is very alive and thriving here in Taiwan. I think it may even altogether. I think once you divide up the numbers here in Taiwan, esports is doing better than it is in North America, because North America is very spread out geographically.
Yeah, and I think the people in North America, they love to play the real sport, not e-sport. So compared to here in Asia, people not like the exercise, I think.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so they prefer play a computer game or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, if you want my opinion, I also think that China's esports scene is just a little bit more alive than Taiwan's, but it's not as easy to internationalize. There's less demand for English streams over there, a lot less. Let me see, but
I have traveled to mainland China for many times, and I worked there for a couple of years. I still don't see people exercise on the street, like jogging or something. It's really weird.
Have you seen the way people drive in China? Of course, no one exercises on the streets.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, even in a park, quite a few people jogging. Yeah, but compared to Taipei, a lot of people jogging or biking or something like that. But in China, maybe people, they are busy on working or on a job.
Or maybe it's the air pollution or something.
I prefer to
it's real.
I personally prefer to go to the gym myself, because once I get done jogging, I like to lift some weights, and I am in the process of losing weight. Actually, I know
that. Me too.
I need to have more weight, actually.
You need to have more weight? Well, you need to eat a lot more chicken, and you need to eat a lot more fish, and then you need to go to the gym more, and you need to start lifting.
Yeah, I have told you once, he never eats.
He never eats?
Yeah, he a bioman.
That's not true. That's not true. We saw him eating a few minutes ago. He was eating right in front of me. He only eats
once a day, so that's why he's so thin.
Yeah, I'm eating breakfast at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
All right, so give it up for the first prize winners, guys. According to what the production crew has informed us of, we're actually going to be having a short break relatively soon, and then after that, we'll be back with the one-day premium code for you guys to use for your wargaming accounts.
Yeah, but that will be after our recast. We're going to recast the.
Right.
Okay, PvP versus the team efficiency.
Yeah, that's right. Yesterday we encountered a technical hiccup, so what we're going to do is we're going to that caused us to miss game number 1 between team efficiency and PvP Super Friends on Mines. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through and recast that in English, since we didn't see it, and then after that we'll give you guys the bonus code.
Okay, so congratulations.
Give it up for those guys.
Yeah. Really hard work and exciting games.
Hey everyone, look at this. That's got to be easily 100 people in the audience. It has got to be. It has got to be.
That's how esports is in Korea, right?
It is. They invented that. The rest of the world just followed.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think maybe now would be a good time to take it to a commercial break. Quick break, maybe. All right.
Okay.
There we go.
结束了吗？他们结束。
Well, guys, that was an exceptionally short commercial break that we took you to. And yesterday, we did miss one game between PvP Super Friends and Team Efficiency, so we're going to be broadcasting that one right now.
Yeah, that's right. And we're broadcasting the VOD right now.
Yeah, more or less. But I mean,
yeah, I mean, you know, the screen there you're watching right now is actually not live. Yeah, just for the audience to know.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, if you guys are looking for a one-day premium account or one-day premium for your World of Tanks account, just stick around and we'll give you guys the code in just a few minutes. Personally, I gotta say, I kind of wish I had a hairstyle like the guy on the left. You know, I mean, I cut my hair the day before yesterday, and I looked a lot like Justin Bieber.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like as soon as I got my hair cut, I looked at myself in the mirror and I thought to myself, Justin Bieber, great.
Okay.
But got rid of it. So. Thoughts going into PvP Super Friends and Team Efficiency, game number 1 on Mines?
Yeah, it's on Mines, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so any thoughts, Edison?
No, but we can just start that, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
I mean, previously we saw highlights of game number 1, but I mean, we don't know how the whole thing unfolded. I can't even remember who won that, to be honest, but I mean, I'm looking forward to at least watching the game.
You mean Team Efficiency to PvP?
Yeah. In game number 1 on Mines.
Yeah, Team E win that within like 3 minutes.
Now you spoiled it for everyone.
Yeah.
It's alright. It's okay, it's okay.
Oh, sorry about that. I thought I already said that before.
It's all good.
I think, yeah, if the audience watched the games yesterday, they might already know. Yeah, it's okay.
Alright, so I guess what we can do now is we can just go ahead and proceed with casting this, and then we're going to go ahead and give you guys that bonus code. Whether or not there is a commercial break in between is something I don't know about personally. But you know, this is content that we owe Wargaming to deliver as their content providers. So here we go, guys. Game number 1 is going to be on Mines, and in the Gold Series, of course, we do remember that Team Efficiency beat Ilmob, and they were winners. They were winner number 2 after. Hello, what's up? What is that all about? Okay, there we go. They were winners number 2 after PvP Super Friends took winners title number 1. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. They got first place.
Yeah, but you know, on the postseason, I mean on the championship today, they doing not really nice compared to their regular season. It's somewhat sad there, but you know, whatever. They're still doing really good.
Yeah,
they're still doing good enough there.
So let me ask you guys this. Since casting this, have you guys ever ran across anyone in-game that knew who you were, or no?
You mean?
I mean, like, since casting...
I think that once or twice.
The Wargaming League.
Well, everyone knows Edison, right?
Yeah.
Not really everyone, but someone know me, but recently I changed my ID, you know. Yeah, too many people call me, I feel a little annoying.
Yeah,
sometimes it's hard to get quiet.
I just want to play a game. You know.
I know.
It could be worse. It could be worse. You could be so famous that people recognize you out on the streets, right?
No, I'm not that professional player. You know, I know how to play, but not that professional. So you know, sometimes you play and everybody watch you. I don't like the feeling.
all right.
I want to be low profile.
Yeah, but I mean. I guess you could say, going to some offline esports events here, I mean, a lot of people do notice who you are with just a quick glance. But here we are getting ready to get straight into game number 2. PvP Super Friends took, I think... Oh, wait, they came in 2nd place. I'm sorry. So, wait, hold on one moment.
Yep. Currently, they are 2nd place.
Wait, I thought... Oh, jeez, I thought Team Efficiency was 2nd place.
That's the final.
I misread the graphic that they had on the screen. Okay. So now we're about to get into Mines. Thoughts on this map? I mean, like, we've seen nothing but conservative play, to be perfectly honest with you guys. I mean, like, from today's play, from what we saw between PvP Super Friends and Team Efficiency.
Yeah, but Team Efficiency, they using like somewhat like counter strategy, so they know what PvP gonna do. And on the postseason, I didn't see PvP doing any new strategy. So it's really easy and really dangerous for the PvP. For the companies, really they doing like fast counter. So on that situation, PvP do not have time to react. So they got like somewhat like a straight.
Yeah. Okay. Well. I don't know. I've been working my way up the French tank line, and I'm trying to get to the AMX 50 as well as the AMX 1390. I'm still.
You got an M1390?
No, I'm trying to.
Okay.
Like right now, I'm on the tier 5 tanks for 2 different lines. Right now, I've got the AMX 40. I'm so close to getting the. Was it the AMX Defender? ECL AMX?
ELC AMX. The cockroach.
Yeah, the cockroach. A really fast-moving thing with a. What's the cannon like on that? It's been a while since I've looked at it.
Oh, okay. You can equip like 90 minutes.
90 millimeters?
Yeah, but like 12 seconds per round, I think.
Yeah.
So it's quite slow, but still have really nice firepower. But the reload is really slow. But you don't have the full degree torrent. Normally 90, I think. 90 or 45.
I think it's
90.
Something like. Yeah, I think it's something like 90.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like the thing is, it's still good for what we call Suez scouting. Like, you just
don't do that.
Yeah, you go out there, you scout all of the enemy tanks, then you die.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah. But if you do that, you get so much points.
Yeah, but you have other way to get that point. Don't suicide.
All right.
Yeah, the ELC MX is actually a really fun tank to play
because it moves fast.
It's fast and it can turn very, very fast. So I like to say, okay, I scout the enemy in front, and then I just go flank to his hind and shoot one shot and then just go away. He can't even find me because he turned the turret so fast.
One ELC is not funny enough. You got 3 is really fun.
Yeah. Okay, I believe you guys. All right, so once again, the game is going to be played out on mines, and I'm wondering. I can't remember. Okay, not even with Edison saying it, I can't remember who won this game.
Okay.
So I'm gonna dive into this and just see where things go here very soon. Okay, so still waiting to get into the game. I don't know. Let's try and translate what they're saying. I don't know. I really like your blue shirt today. Yeah, but my blue shirt is bluer than his, right? So my green shirt looks really good. No. Wait. What happened to my green shirt?
Green shirt? You have a green shirt?
It was a joke.
Oh, really? I thought you had green underwear.
No. But green underwear. Wow.
Nah, just joking.
I could wear a green hat. I'm kidding.
Do you know the Chinese guy wear the
I know what that
red?
Means.
Yeah, red underwear.
Yeah. I know what that's all about.
Yeah, for the gambling.
For gambling.
For gambling, for the lucky, they're gonna wear the red underpants.
Oh, I also know what it means if a Chinese guy is wearing a green hat.
That's a different story.
Different story.
Right.
It means he's had bad luck.
Oh yeah.
Not only bad luck.
No,
I know.
No. It's not good.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he didn't have such great luck.
Yeah. Well, talking about red underwears, I'm curious if Superman can get into PvP, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe he'll wear those red underwears and play the games.
All right, so here we go, guys. That is PvP Super Friends on the right-hand side of the on-game net studio.
Yep, we can see Batman.
Yeah, that's the first time the PvP team got the championship. In
Asia?
Yeah. That's the first time.
On the left-hand side here is Team Efficiency.
The first year they got the sponsorship from the racer.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes people doing like this. You got a sponsorship and you're doing much worse compared to ever before.
Hey, wait a minute. Is Batman wearing a green hat right now? I'm kidding. The entire PvP Super Friends team is wearing green hats. All right.
I think he is exciting.
Excited?
He was exciting. He always like that. If he really feel exciting, he'll look like him.
Yeah, I mean, come on. It's like when you play main stage, and I'm not a pro gamer, but I've played main stage before. Like you just feel something completely different. You're like boom, boom.
But I have to mention another thing again. Comics, you are getting better. You know, you should die.
Oh man. Wait a minute. Okay.
There is a comics, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, like, everyone in chat said that the team efficiency logo is a red panda, but he's got a white panda on his head.
That's different. He from ISG, Insidious Gaming.
That's from Singapore.
Yeah, it's Singapore team.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see how things go here in the near future.
Well, maybe he can't buy he has nowhere to buy the red panda hat.
All right. Well, Batman may appear calm, but I think he's breathing a little bit heavily there for a guy who's sitting down.
Yeah, that's right. He looks like, you know, just run, you know, one kilometer or something, and then come back to play the game.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're still waiting for the game to start. Maybe there are some.
Oh, that says America, Migu. And Durli.
It's Street Fighter, right?
Yeah.
We call that guy Areku.
Yeah. Doralo. Great. I was trying to read that, but it didn't work out.
What's his name? Oh.
Sorian.
Russian?
Kuminun.
No. What's that guy's name?
Kuminun. I'm not sure.
I forgot his name.
I can read the Korean, but I mean the. Does Kuminun sound like anything in Chinese to you?
Nope.
I think that said communion or something like that, maybe?
I'm not sure.
Batman, cheer up. You can
do it.
AMX 1390. And now it looks like we're getting ready to dive straight into game number 1. We want to thank OnGameNet HD as well as Wargaming for giving us this opportunity to cooperate. And everyone in the audience is psyched to see this first game.
Yeah.
Oh, and this just in from the chat. The Russian guy, the Russian tank, and the Russian character from Street Fighter, his name is Zangief.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I know. The last time I played Street Fighter or anything that was even remotely related to Street Fighter was, I think, 8 years old. I had Super Street Fighter 2 for the Sega Genesis.
Did you ever play those? What do you call that? It's a very, very big. Oh, I think it's called arcade, right? Arcade games.
Like I never really liked arcade games where I had to play fighting games because I would usually play arcade games with guns, like shooter games.
Really?
Yeah, I always thought those were more fun. Even Metal Slug I liked a lot.
Yeah, but arcade game is fun for a Street Fighter.
Yeah, but find an arcade in Taipei. Where can you find that? They're all at the movie theaters, and they all have cute games for little kids.
Yeah, and while I play Street Fighter, I also like 10 years old, but 30 years ago.
Yeah, that's a long, long time ago. With the arcade.
Okay. Okay. The team efficiency use i3, T32, T69, Windows 132, and M13.
Team efficiency once again.
And
You're
PvP.
doing something like a Korean team.
Oh man, they just rushed 2 guys straight into the hill. Maybe a third or a fourth to make it in. Just 2 for now. From team efficiency. Okay.
And the Hydro Race in the H1, right? So they only have 4 tanks on hill.
Well, let's see where things go here. Not too much to say just yet, but Icewater has taken a lot of chunks and damage. Oh my god, down to 554 HP already. Whoa!
What's going on there?
Whoa, that is the real question, isn't it? It's the guys in the hill that are hitting him right now. He can't get to a safe angle where he's completely able to dodge shots or hide from them. He was just taken out of the game because he was being picked off, and he just couldn't read into that quickly enough. And by the time he figured it out, it was just too late. And Tare is now in a good deal of trouble. This guy is turning the corner, is now also super exposed and down very low in HP. Why doesn't he turn back?
He was tricked.
He can't move.
Man.
Yeah, he cannot move it.
But he had the ability to repair his tank. He still didn't do that.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, elite.
Elite is in a good deal of trouble. He's getting overzealous here.
Wow.
I don't know about this decision, but was that a bounce just now? 2 bounces in a row?
I didn't see that, but maybe the M is in the reloading.
This is a dog pile coming from Team Efficiency.
Yeah. Wow,
This is
so
not working for PvP Super Friends. Very quick win it looks like it will be for our Aussie team. Bold T1, the little T1 Cunningham that could. Boom. He gets boom, just exploded on right now. It's up to Hydro Rex and Batman to try and make something happen here. Okay. So.
And the Hydro is trying to defend the base, but there is someone already trying to capture. So on this situation, the team efficient can just stand on the G4 and waiting for your coming. So there's no chance for PvP right now.
Honestly.
But the biggest mistake is the M13. Who is that? S-Water?
I think so.
Yeah,
right here.
why he stand there and I think he was tracked, so he cannot move it.
Right.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah, so that's a big mistake, I think.
Hydro Rex's rear is totally exposed here. Tanaka could actually kill him outright, but Hydro, come on, hit him!
He's reloading.
Turret depression can't do it. He's reloading.
Yeah, that's why he's still there.
He's got about 5 seconds.
Bounce.
Nice bounce off of the turret there, but I mean that means he's still able to be hit from multiple directions, and he doesn't even finish reloading, unfortunately. So now it's up to who to win this game?
Batman?
No one.
Oh, wait a minute.
They're all out of the game.
Okay. Mod problem.
Yeah, there was a mod problem. The T1 Cunningham was killed, and that's when the countdown was cut.
Yeah, so that's what happened for the first game of Team Efficiency and PvP.
I really think
I want to make a mistake there.
I really think like if Hydrorex had a few more seconds, he would have had a fighting chance.
Yeah, but he
Just
can
to reload.
kill. Yeah, he can kill one M13. But team efficiency already set up on the hillside. So if you capture, if he capture, he was forced to come back. So finally he had to explode. So he don't have too many chances there, I think.
All right. Well, I mean, you think we're gonna dive straight into game number 2? I mean, we did cast game number 2 and game number 3 yesterday.
No, we're just going to cast this one.
Just this one? That's it?
Yeah, that's right. We're going to just doing a rebroadcast.
I think game number 2 is on Himmelsdorf, right?
I forgot. Is that on Himmelsdorf?
Okay.
Yeah, Batman looks really tired. He looks like asleep.
He does. Everyone on the team does. They look a bit, a little bit upset with the way they played that game yesterday. But I think what we're waiting for right now is confirmation from our team to basically take us into a quick break and then all that stuff.
Okay. And you're gonna have a bonus score later, right?
Yep.
Yeah, after just a few minutes. So I mean, we finally got to see how game number 1 ended between Team Efficiency and PvP Super Friends. And that was kind of exciting at one point. I just feel like I really wanted to see, however, personally, I really wanted to see Hydrorex finish reloading, because then he would have been able to kill Tanaka if he just hit the shots. And then maybe he would have had a chance against the other 2 tanks that were low HP. Maybe.
Yeah, it's possible, but he needs lucky.
Right. Well, I mean, we saw someone get lucky on Wednesday night, Edison. Come on.
Okay.
So I mean, like, give the guy a benefit of the doubt. Those scenarios are just a little bit exciting because it's like, oh, 1 full HP tank. Oh, 4 low HP tanks. This is gonna be good.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. And we're not actually going to go to a commercial break. We're about to just go straight into giving you guys the bonus code, right?
Yeah, that's right. We're going to give you the bonus code.
So we've been stalling for enough time, guys. Hopefully you guys didn't turn off the stream and you're still watching. But just waiting for the production crew to bring that up.
Okay. So, okay.
Here we go. There it is, guys.
WGL.
Over here. Yep.
APAC-ASIA APAC Grand Final.
Okay. WGL APAC Grand Finals.
Yeah, WGL.
I'm gonna punch that in right now.
APAC Grand Final.
Yeah, so
WGL
APAC. Punch in?
GS.
Yeah,
Okay.
punch in your codes, guys.
APAC Grand F. Let's see what that gave me. All right, so I think that just about wraps everything up for the Season 1 of the Wargaming League Finals. I mean, that was that was something else. I really want to see something like this again. I mean, season 2.
We have a new rule on this season. We have new like
the draw rule.
Yeah, the new draw rule, new game rule. And we got a lot of new team join. That's really nice. But also the top 5, top 6 is all fast. But we have a lot of new people coming, and like now they doing really nice on the postseason. It's really cool, I think. But I still expect more and more to join. We always like really familiar top 10 or top 12, but after that we don't have anyone. No, we don't have any new fast. So I really expect we have a some new friends coming.
All right. Yep. Me too. I mean, like, we could say that the esports scene all throughout Asia is very compact, especially outside of China and Korea. It's very difficult to break into those scenes, but I mean, this is very very tightly knit, and I want to see a few more new faces in the World of Tanks scene. It would be really nice to see that. So I mean, this is open for anyone to enter, guys. I mean, all you have to do is get together with some friends, pull together some nice strategies and say, hey guys, we want to give it a shot at a tournament. And you can do it part-time, and you can make $20,000 just like Team Efficiency, or make $8,500 just like PvP Super Friends. But I mean, it's one of those things that I think has the potential to go mainstream on this side of the planet. Any other closing thoughts, guys?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today. I'm Breaker.
This is Edison.
And I'm Escape Alpha.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.